And we're back. Welcome to Six of Swords Tarot. I am Bird, and let's do it. It's donation only today, guys. I'm just trying to conserve a little bit of energy, and yeah. So let's get into it. Up first, I have Julie. Thanks for keeping our donation list going. Thanks, newbie. I appreciate you. We're going to open it up. I'm actually going to spray some dragon's blood up on this because. And I just want to say, I'm going to wait till Julie, let me know when you're on. Archangel Michael, please protect this live stream. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel so I can deliver messages for the greatest good of all. And so it is. Thank you, Spirit. I'm actually going to use this Lenormand as well. So, Julie, I want to have a conversation about this whole situation. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you like the stream. It really helps out the live, or in my channel, rather. And thanks for being here. Julie, let's talk. So I wrote you back. I'm not going to read that. Thank you for sharing that context with me. I also just want to say that, like, I understand why you're asking this, but I also want you to be able to trust yourself and your own gut. And this is just a PSA for everybody. If you get it to myself, like whatever, you know, make sure that when you go get a reading, whether it be tarot, psychic, mediumship, astrology, whatever it is, okay? Hey, star. It's been so long. But Julie, I just want to say that because, and especially if you haven't, I've been in this world for a very, very long time, okay? I've lived and breathed the spirituality literally for like my whole life. But if you're someone who's new and you're coming to someone like me or anybody, whether it be in your community or on YouTube or whatever, make sure that you just kind of understand their vibe a little bit and make sure that that is compatible with you. Because if you're getting readings from somebody and you feel like either they're inaccurate or it makes you feel bad or it makes you feel weird or whatever, that's just not the reader for you. And if they tell you something that makes you feel uncomfortable or you know that's not really your future, I wouldn't recommend necessarily going back. So I don't want you to, yes. So that might just mean that that's not the right thing for you. And I'm not going to put your business out there. But you know what's really funny is I've had people kind of tell me the same thing. And I feel like you and I are kind of similar because I am not willing to sacrifice my peace and joy either. And so that being said, I'm just really glad that we have, yeah. And so that being said, I'm just going to pull your name here so that you can see the cards and I'm going to jump right into your reading. But, yeah, I hope that you find someone that you resonate with here, and I'm just going to go ahead and deliver your reading. But yeah, if it's compromising your values or your plans for your life, like if someone gave me a reading and they said, you'll never have cats in your life, I know that that's simply false. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's, you guys know me. All right. Welcome in, guys. Thanks for being here, guys. It's donation only today. Thanks for your patience with me. We're going to jump into Julie J's reading. Yeah. So, and I also don't want you to like be fearful of like whatever someone predicted for you to be true. But let's jump into the energy of this reading. Yes, Star, we have missed you. Okay. So in regard to a prediction that was made, okay, this is the context of which I want to ask the question, okay? I want to ask it in my own way so that I can, okay. So in regard to a prediction that was made for Julie, is she going to live with a guy that would be her boss and get married and throw out her piece? Spirit, show me. You know what I want to do? Can I do this in my own way? Can I read about the energy of? Can I do this? Let me just ask you. I don't even know if I need to ask you this. I want to do my first row, like the energy of that reader, and then the second row of like what I think. What I think. Okay, thank you. All right, Spirit, show me that energy. Love it. I pulled an extra one, but that's okay. So I want to talk about the prediction that was made for you, okay? I pulled way too many cards because I'm just really excited right now. So it's fine. I forgot that I'm only supposed to pull 4 for each, but we're just going to roll with it. So I'm going to read the energy of the prediction that was made for you and what that looks like. The person that, and again, I have no idea who did this, so I'm not like publicly trying to shame anybody here. I'm just going based on what you have shared with me. The person that delivered this message to you is a very much damsel in distress type of energy. No, Julie, please do not. You're fine. This is a very much a damsel in distress type of energy. This is someone who it may be somewhere ingrained in them that they need a man to survive and that they need all of these things. And I think what you've come to realize is whether it be your experience or, you know, what you've seen throughout your life, is that is not the type of life that you want. A very balanced life and a peaceful life, which I feel you have now. And so I think that what this person, you said that's exactly what she sounds like. So here's the deal. I can only speak from my personal experience, and I see, and you guys know how I am. I'm a straight shooter, especially. I'm not going to sit here and sell you a love story. But one of the things that is, Philomena, thank you so much. And I hope this is okay because we're just having a conversation, Julie, and it's donation only today. And I'm just going to, because not only do I want to do this reading for you, I want to actually have a conversation here. So let me just stop like prefacing everything that I say, or I'm going to lose track of what I'm even trying to freaking say. I am not someone, I am a very, it doesn't matter what I am. I just need to deliver the reading, right? I will say that there's a lot of, I will say, especially and I know you're not in the US, but we have a nation that is very divided, and people have to be really careful about what they say, and they have to filter everything that they say. And I think that's why I get nervous to like say certain things here. And when you guys, some people, because of the way that I speak about men and the way that I deliver my readings, may think that I'm some crazy like feminist that like is burning my bra and like doesn't shave my arm. It's just, you know, I'm exaggerating to kind of be funny here, but I would say that's not who I am at all. And what I would say is there's women like us, Julie, who, because of our experience with men, not because we wanted to, but because we had to, okay? And this is not about like hating men. This is a byproduct of having awful experiences with men who simply can't, whether that be your brothers, your fathers, the people that raised you, your priest, your preacher, people in the community, maybe, you know what I'm saying? And so there's a lot of, and I'm not saying that women can't fail people or harm people, but I'm just saying in the modern day that we live right now, because back in the day, marriage was not a Disney movie. Marriage was a financial contract for women because we weren't allowed to buy homes. We weren't allowed to have jobs. And I could go on and on and on about this. And I promise you, I've never been to a women's march. And it doesn't even freaking matter, because I think people, probably because my astrology chart, I think people like to assume a lot of things about me, but people really have no idea what my true feelings are about things, which is really funny because I'm just trying to deliver these readings. But I will say that what people perceive as a modern day feminist. So for you, Julie, this may resonate for you. So people may project onto you, Julie, that you're some type of modern day feminist, and you may say to yourself, this isn't like that's not even necessarily accurate. I'm just trying to live my life in this world that was created by, and you said marriage and children are just an option, not a duty. Exactly. Because we can now have jobs and choose that, like, this guy who's abusing me, I don't really want to deal with this guy who's manipulating me for money, this guy who I can't trust, this guy who is beating me behind closed doors, this man who is stealing from me, this man who is lying, and whatever. And I know that there's men out there who have been victimized by women. I'm not saying that, but I know that for my experience and the majority of my female viewers, I feel like the reason that we resonate is because we have a similar story here. And this is part of my mission, and I am here to help people like you because I see you and I am you, okay? So I'm sorry, I know I'm taking a really long time getting through this. So what I'm trying to say is the person that gave you this reading has a very different life experience and a very different, this person, when they grew up, maybe they thought that they had to be thin and look pretty and be silent and obedient and serve their man. And I think that that's the energy of where a very, very old school traditional type of, heteronormative type of messaging here. And I think, and the other thing I will say about tarot readers in general is sometimes people will tell you what they think you want to hear so that you keep coming back. And anyone who's been around Six of Swords tarot for a while knows that we don't do that over here. I'll tell you if he's an a-hole. I'll tell you if she's an a-hole, whatever, right? And so I think that that's what was happening here. This person wanted to give you some type of light at the end of the tunnel, not realizing that for you, this is not your version of joy and peace in your life has nothing to do with a man. It's actually quite the opposite, is having peace as a sovereign being, not attached to somebody. So what I'm going to tell you is no prediction that anyone makes or even I make here on this channel. It's about what the energy that you have here. We have the Ace of Wands and we have Temperance here. And you have created beautiful peace and a beautiful balance and a beautiful life for yourself here. And because of that, I think that you, regardless if you meet a partner or not, because of the choices that you're making moving forward, you can continue to have a peaceful life, whether you have a relationship or not. Do I see you sacrificing yourself on behalf of a man or a partner in the future? No, I do not. As a matter of fact, I think that you've done some really deep healing work here. So let's talk about where you're going. I think you've done some really deep healing work to the point where you are like, you know what? I know what I want and I know what I don't want. And what I don't want is, being chained to some man who is abusive or who is controlling or who is, insert whatever they are doing to you. Okay. And again, is this the experience for everyone? No. Is this the experience of, are there good people? Are there good men? Are there good partners in this world? Yes. But the vast majority of people, the energy on this channel is I am here to help women like you and my gays and whoever else comes here who have been through similar issues as me to become a sovereign being, take your power back and live your fucking life, man. That's what it's all about. Okay. So what do I see for you here? We have the 6 of Wands, okay? This talks about victory. You are changing the trajectory of your life. So if you meet a guy who happens to be your boss and you fall in love and you want to live with him, cool, awesome, yeah. But you are not chained to him. I don't think that, you've grown and you've learned. And if you had a bad experience in the past, now you know what to look out for. I don't think that you're going to be chained to someone that you can't get away from. Look at this. We have the Death card here. You have transformed. You know what to look out for. You know what the warning signs are. Not to say you'll never be burned again, but at least you're not chained to someone where you can't walk away, right? You don't have to stay with somebody for, housing or finances or whatever it is, right? Or what any kind of entanglement or the children or whatever it is. Like, you are a free agent. And we have the High Priest here, which is the Hierophant. I also think that you're someone who is very spiritually in tune and protected as well. Give me one moment. And I do want to look into the love thing, even though you don't even necessarily want a love reading here. So what my message to you is that the power is in your hands. And no, you are not doomed and destined to meet this like piece of crap person and sacrifice your, maybe you will. I'm going to take a look. Maybe you will meet a great partner and you do decide, even right now, if you feel like, you know what, I don't really think I want to live with someone. Maybe you do meet someone you're super compatible with. Like, who's to say, right? I'm going to take a look at that next, but let me see what other energy we have going on here. Okay. Yeah. So I think that my advice to you, Julie, is to keep looking towards the future. Really beautiful energy. 6 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Death, and the Hierophant. It's like you've transformed. You want peace. You want to live a spiritual life, a life on your own terms. Okay. And you're not willing to sacrifice that. And I'm so glad I used Druidcraft. Look at this Wheel of Fortune here. Just really beautiful energy. You're also safe and protected, okay? I don't think you're going to put yourself, now that you have an even greater taste of freedom in your life right now, you're not going to sacrifice that for anything, okay? Spirit, what else do we have here? Ooh, we have the 11th, especially friendships, okay? The 11th house, Sun, and Aquarius. This is not only about dating and lovers, but this is also about your social circle, okay? And who you're surrounding yourself with. So if you have a friend, okay, and maybe you've been through some loss and issues with friendships as well, or maybe people are judging you because you choose to be child-free, or you choose to be single because that's how you feel most comfortable and happy. I am the same way. I am child-free by choice. I don't ever want to get married. And I'm totally fine with that. And who's to say, maybe I will meet a really beautiful man from hopefully the Middle East. But who knows, right? Like, that's fine. And if not, like, groovy, that's fine. My life is very full and I'm really fucking busy all the time, but whatever, right? See, it's like whatever happens, happens. But what I will say is, I also think you should start doing an inventory or keep in mind the company that you keep. And if people aren't, it's interesting, we have Aquarius, which is the sign of friendship, also rules the 11th house. and we have the sun here. So I think one of the things that you're going to be focusing on in the next year and so or so to come is building your own community, whether that looks like sisterhood, whether that looks like, spiritual friendships or people that are like-minded to you. I feel like having your own tribe is, and even if you're living alone and you're child free by choice, that is way more fulfilling. I will also say, please, everyone, Google this. The happiest, they have done multiple studies on this. Okay. I don't care what country you're in. Women who are child free by choice and single are the happiest demographic of people. Married men and single women that are child free are the happiest demographic. Let's look at future love for you. What's on the top of the deck here? So yeah, we have the 10 of Wands. Don't let anyone place burdens on you, whether this be friends or a tarot reader or anything. So, and if you don't vibe with somebody, it's just like going to get your hair cut. I always say that. Like, if you like how someone is cutting your hair or doing your nails or whatever, like, you will go back to them, right? Same with your tarot reader. If you have a bad experience, you don't have to go back. There's tons and thousands of readers online and in local communities. Like, you can find a good one that resonates with you. Ooh, and we have the Lovers here. Yeah. So for you, it's like you look at love as a burden, which, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not freaking wrong. Because for a lot of people, and I don't think, I was talking to a friend this morning about these very similar issues. And, for women, and again, I'm not over here on my high horse, like trying to bash men and be like, let's go burn our bras and never shave again. No, I'm talking about the reality of what some men have done to a lot of women. And now that we can talk about this without being burned at the stake. I can sit here and I would have been killed for practicing my faith. I would be killed for being a tarot reader. You know what I'm saying? And so I can do this. And I want to help people like you. And that's why, it is my hope that the people I can help will find me and vice versa. Right? And that's why I don't believe in the twin flame shit. I'm not going to sit here and sell you down a river and tell you you're going to meet this amazing guy so that you come back for another reading. Like, that's it. The spiritual community, I will say, and that's what's hard, just like any other community, is that some people can be very predatory in that way. I know I've been going on for a long time. Julie, I just really wanted to help you with this whole, and thank you for opening up to me over email. I really appreciate that. Okay, what else do we have here for Julie? Let's look at future love for Julie. So I do think you will meet someone again in the Scythe. Yeah, love this. I think that you'll meet someone again who you do actually have feelings for, and that things you actually feel passionate about them. It's going to be a very different experience than you've had before. And I also feel like you may be able to set the boundaries up front and just say, hey, look, I don't really want kids. Especially if that's what you don't want, when you meet someone, you can tell them all of these things. I've been doing this since I was, how old was I? I never wanted kids. But, even in my late teens, early 20s, I would tell these dudes, like, I don't want kids and I don't want to get married. And it's like, and one particular tried to call my bluff and turned me into a 1950s housewife. And I'm like, no, hell no. I didn't earn these degrees and bust my ass to like cook horrible food for you, which is so funny because I'm so domestic now. But anyway, I digress. I was wild in my 20s. But what I'm telling you is, I do think that, I dare say, you may even fall in love again, okay? But that doesn't mean it has to be burdensome. I feel like you're removing a lot of the bullshit from your life. Am I going to sit here and make a prediction about some some boss or blah, blah, blah. Not necessarily. The one thing I am picking up on this person is that I do feel like you guys will both be spiritual and open-minded, which is good because I think that's a big change of pace for you. I will say, I feel like this person has a very serious job. They could work in education or in healthcare is what I'm picking up on. But I do see that, but the choice is always yours. You are a sovereign being created by the divine. You get to make choices. Just because some crazy tarot reader online told you something doesn't mean that you have to just submit to that. That's crazy. So I want you to just cut the cord from that reading and focus on your health, your safety, your feeling at peace here, and F everybody else. And if people judge you for the real reason, and no shade parents, because I know I have a lot of moms that are on this channel, and this is no shade to you, but Julie, a lot of the people who are probably projecting this shit on you are people who wish that they were in your shoes right now. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing, to be quite honest. Like, you get to wake up and do whatever you want. You get to wait. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that, I know some of my friends have kids, and, that's great. And they say it's super fulfilling and awesome. There's nothing like, either whether you choose to have it, no one should be shamed for having a child or for not having a child. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, go Google that study. It's very, very interesting. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Up next, I got Newbie for 2 and Philomena. Thank you guys for your patience with me. If you're called to donate, let me know. Donation list is open. It is donation only today. I'm still spicy. That's why I'm like, I'll get burned out if I do free readings too. There we go. All right. Newbie's up. You said you have 2. Let me look. All right. I got Newbie for 2. Question number 1 is, these are going to be quick. We got a couple quick readings up next. So your first question is, will the person recommended by Kristen help me? Will the person recommended by Kristen help me? Let's see. Newbie. I got you, boo. And then you can post your second one. And then we got Philomena. All right. This feels good. Okay. Should I use Spirit? Show me the energy if Newbie uses the recommendation from Kristen. Wow. This is good. This looks really good to me. Okay, let's talk about it. 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is so interesting. Spirit was just showing me, they were saying like the missing link. Okay. Not only do I think this person can help you, I feel like they were the missing link to something. And hey G. And I also have, I know I went on late. I didn't know if it was going to be too late for you, G, but thanks for being here. Yeah, so Newbie, 3 of Cups, you are going to feel very at ease, and you're going to feel like this recommendation may even feel like a friend. I don't care if I'm picking up female, even if it's a male, I feel like this person is really going to take care of you. This person, you're going to feel like you've known this person, or they'll remind you of someone from like your childhood or hometown. I also feel like they're very, very efficient, okay, with whatever the recommendation is for. I think you have a lot of options to choose from, but I do feel like this is a good one. Yeah, I feel like they're very efficient, professional, friendly. You're going to get the job. They're going to get the job done. And they may be the missing link to something that you've needed to get done. Four of Pentacles, maybe you're nervous, you've been holding back. But yeah, Three of Wands, I feel like this is the missing link to something. Show me, Spirit. We have, sixth house of health. We have Libra. And the sixth house is also about, your day-to-day routine. It rules health. And then we have Libra sun, which is you, our beautiful Libra sun over here. And so, yeah, you're balancing. They're going to help you balance something out for yourself. Okay. Which could be part of your health or could be part of your day-to-day routine. So I will leave that with you. And then your next question is, I'm going to grab a different deck. Michelle, how are you? Give me one moment. Michelle. Newbie, I don't know if I've ever used this deck for you, but I changed some things up. All right, so up next, I have Newbie, Philomena, G, and then Michelle. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. All right. Newbie says, tell me about DB. Tell me about... Okay, I don't even know who DB is, but we're going to find out. You want to just know about their character? Let's see what comes out. Eight of Cups. This person seems hard to get a read on or hard to get a hold of. Maybe they travel or they're like in and out. I see this like in and out, this elusive energy. They may be very attractive. They may be on the move. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Is this a romantic interest? Again, here's a perfect example of the kind of reading I was talking about with Julie. Is this so newbie? I feel like this is someone who is attractive. This is someone who they have a lot of different moving parts and they have a lot going for themselves, but this person is very, very elusive. Okay. This person may be attractive or they find you very attractive here if this person is like coming on to you. But I will say be careful because this person, I'm getting the energy of a game player because it's like I have the Eight of Cups, then the Queen of Wands, and then the Chariot, and then the Five of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Wands, and then the Seven of... It's like, really? I feel like this is like... I feel like this person has multiple personalities and you never know what you're going to get with them and that they're a little bit elusive to the point where it's like, are you in? Are you out? Like they could love bomb you one day and then disappear for weeks. This is someone who also lives a very they live a fast-paced lifestyle. They do not like to answer to anyone. And they want to do what they want to do. It kind of reminds me of some of the husbands on Love and Marriage Detroit, to be quite honest with you. I know. Also, for anybody, public service announcement from me and Newbie. If anyone's thinking about getting married anytime soon, just watch a few episodes. Or if you're upset that you're not married, watch a few episodes of Love and Marriage Detroit. And I had to turn it off yesterday. It was getting rough. We have Pluto in Scorpio. And yeah, this person is very magnetic. And I think that they have a way of, you know, bringing women in. I don't think that this person wants to settle down with anyone. I think that they're still kind of out there moving and shaking and kind of trying to be a player. Let me know if that resonates for you. That's what I'm seeing here. Again, maybe might be, you know, nice to chat with from time to time, but this person isn't very, they're very magnetic, but they have a wide social circle here. And they also kind of have a reputation. So if they can sense like new meat or people that don't know them, they can kind of just like do their thing. All right, up next, I have Philomena. Thanks for letting me be me, guys. I really appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Okay, up next, I have Philomena on deck. We have G and Michelle. You said enough said. I mean, oh no. Okay. Philomena, did you post, baby? Let me see. Philomena, let me know your your question. We'll give it a minute, and if not, I'll just move on. We'll put you on layaway. All right, I'm going to move on to G's reading. Thank you, G. G, I'm going to jump into your reading. Messages from Spirit about the upcoming month. Jessica, hey girly. How are you? All right, G, let's get into it. Messages about the upcoming month. Things, give me 1 second. Things feel more balanced for you. You're going to have more money coming in. They brought me to your crown chakra, which I feel like it's important to really trust your intuition, because I feel like your intuition is going to be very strong in the upcoming month. But I also feel like you're going to start bringing in more money than you have been. Okay, because they took me to your root chakra, and I feel like you're grounding, and your root chakra is actually where it is how you're able to generate money. So I see that becoming stronger, and you're stabilizing, growing roots. Things just feel more balanced, even though we're in eclipse season. We have the page. The Knight of Swords here. I freaking love the Three of Wands. Two of Cups, Tower, and Three of Cups. I think that so much has happened. I feel like this past year that even through eclipse season, there's some things that may come up to surprise you, but the surrounding cards are actually pretty positive here. So I don't think that I don't think this Tower moment is you, but there could be people around you where you find out some surprising information. I think that a lot of the stress is starting to fall away, or you've been able to change your perspective in a way where you're like, okay, it's not as heavy as a burden anymore. I feel like people want to collaborate with you and work with you in a more harmonious way. And at the King of Cups, I feel like you've also been able to master your emotions over a lot of the things that you've been dealing with. You know what I don't see here is the Nine of Swords, which is beautiful. So the anxiety that you were feeling, the struggle that you were feeling, a lot of that is melting away. And I think that there's some positive news and some positive collaboration. I think people are being more generous to you and more kind overall, and much more reasonable than they have been, whether this is at work or whether this is at home. But there could be some surprising changes that happen during the eclipse in October that, I think it's some interesting news, but I don't think it's going to rock your world necessarily. We have the High Priestess here. However you think things are, whatever your intuition is telling you, I think that you're going to be correct. This is one of my favorite decks, you guys. I can't even handle it. I just really feel like your intuition is going to guide you exactly where you need to go, and it's going to be important to trust yourself when it comes to other people. And I'm not saying that people are doing you dirty or anything like that, but I just feel like things have calmed down and you're really in touch with your emotions, and you're the kind of person that walks into a room, and I don't care what sign you are, even if you're not a water sign or have water in your chart, I feel like you can walk into a room and sense the vibe, and you get a lot of your sensory is from emotion and like reading the room. Oh, wow, look at that. We have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. That's really cool. So yeah, your intuition is going to be off the chain, my friend. This is called the Druidcraft Tarot. And I actually trimmed it down because it has really huge borders. The backs are really freaking ugly though, but I don't care. And I edged it in a blue color that I think everybody on the internet hates, but I don't care. Yeah, you can sense the energy, and you're going to be doing a lot of that in the next month, and that's going to help guide you where you need to go. I think you're coming out on top, and I think there's going to be something worth celebrating. So maybe you're getting back to work and making more money, but I don't really feel like you're going to be like really burning yourself out. It's almost like when you come back to work, I don't know if you're back to work yet, but I almost feel like you're going to find out some information, or it could be something about the rules at work that changed during the eclipse, and you're like, whoa, that's different. But overall, I think people are being reasonable and kind towards you. Oh no, I have the 12th house. Hold on, I'm going to pull whatever came out. It's Pisces. I have Pisces in the 12th house with Uranus. Yes. Okay. So there, and it's funny because Pisces, ruler of the 12th house, here she is, or he is, whatever. Yeah. Pisces, the 12th house with Uranus. Very interesting information coming to like some very, you said full-fledged work involvement. Yes, perfect. Yeah, there's going to be some surprises. I think that's what the Tower is about. There may even be some secrets revealed about some people in your workplace. I am picking up on a very work-heavy reading for you, which is fine because I know we do a lot of work reading stuff, but that's what wanted to come through. So yeah, maybe you find out like a secret or someone like this is kind of like a scandal about like a coworker or a boss or something like that. It's kind of juicy. And then the rest of you guys like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. The Three of Cups can sometimes be gossip. And I don't see you as a gossip, but more so as like you're talking to your other peers like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened type of thing. Okay. But yeah, you feel like you have people on your side and people supporting you. And that feels very different than what you were dealing with before. We have the sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. Okay. The Great Mother surrendering to the mystery, fall in her arms. We have Mother Rose returning to each other, compassion and humanity. Hi, baby. Come here. You want to come up here? I know, you're a very good boy. He's almost a grown man. I can't handle him. Your dreams need a practical plan. Look at the bigger picture and hold your vision. Hold your vision, Augie. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you, G. All right, Philomena's up next. His eyes are like an orange, and he's all black, and his eyes are orange. And he's a very good boy, even though he's my crazy Aries. And he's getting fixed next month. He's a very good boy. Huh, Poo Poo. You're a very good one. You are a very good baby. I know. I gave Ember a haircut. She looks a little rough, but don't tell her I said that. She's a good girl. If you have a non-tarot question, okay. All right. I'm going to do Philomena's reading, but I'll read it whenever. I'm going to do this reading real quick so I don't interrupt Philomena, and then we can get into it. What will work be like for me the next month? Ha, baby. Okay, you're very good, baby. That's an easy question. Frickin' yes, you can, honey bun. Please, please, please. Absolutely. You can email it to me as well. I'll have to pull the link. Yeah, please do. Yes, Jessica is going to post her baby registry. Hell yeah. Tarot baby, our little Saggy baby. Heck yeah. Okay, let me get into the energy of Philomena's reading. All right. Philomena, let's do this, girl. I'm picking up the energy of a male, like authority type of figure who's kind of flirty. Do you know who I'm talking about? Give me 1 second. But I don't know that he's necessarily coming on to you. I think he's like flirty with everybody. That's weird. Give me 1 second. We're not talking about you, Augie. You flirt with everybody. Give me 1 second. Why are you showing me this? Yeah. So I just kind of see this guy like walking down the hallways and just kind of like thinks that he has this swagger. And I think that you know not to take these kind of people too seriously. It's probably, you know, kind of a misogynistic, I can only imagine environment that you're in. But, you know, it's the way it goes sometimes. Don't let, I don't know if people don't, if this person, there's one in particular that I just kind of feel like he's a kind of a D-bag. So if this guy likes to say things to you or try to get under your skin, I also feel the other thing I will say is he may start making comments, and it's not you personally. He may do it to multiple people. And part of this is because Mars did enter Cancer, and then it's going to retrograde back. And Mars doesn't like to be in Cancer, okay? Because it's a very emotional, sensitive feeling sign. And Mars, being the divine masculine, you know, wants to be. And so I feel like this particular guy is being really. I'm just delivering this information. You said with everyone and they mama. So thank you for verifying that. See, I love it. And so what I'm sensing is, so it possibly this week ahead and even through the eclipse energy, this man may be very triggered and may just start like mouthing off and saying not nice things to people. Do not take anything that he says seriously, and know that you're not, if he says something to you that is hurtful or gets under your skin, this has nothing to do with you. Okay. How is work going to go for Philomena this next week? 4 of Pentacles. Sorry, baby. Augie. He's like, I'm not Ember. I'm just going to sit here and I ain't moving. Ace of Wands. He's my magic kitty, though. Yeah. Okay, he might be an Aquarius or a King of Swords type of energy where he acts like he's, you know, so cold and so tough, but in reality, he's very insecure and wants to, so I'm getting a lot of information. Give me 1 second. Okay. So girl, the drama at this place. Oh my God. Okay. Here's what's happening. Thank you, Spirit. When you start work this week, the vibe is going to be very different. Things are going to be very quiet and unusually slow. And you're going to say something feels a little off. Like something feels a little off. You know what I mean? And I think it's important you said there's drama. I try not to pay attention. Good. I think flying under the radar is great. In one ear, out the other, just go there and do your thing. And I do think that other people respect you, which is great, because I always pick up on that in your readings. Just show up, keep doing your thing, and don't act like anything bothers you. You're gonna be feeling very good, very strong this week. But I want you to pick up on what is going on underneath the surface, because the vibe has shifted and someone is being a little bit shady or sneaky. And so you may hear about, which I know I said that in the last reading with the Astro dice, but this 7 of Swords and King of Swords, you may like overhear a conversation or like a secret comes out. I want you to keep your eyes and ears wide open all week long, because there's something underneath the surface, some information you're going to find out. And it's honestly, it's just more workplace drama. It's probably, I don't see it being anything like crazy, but I do think you're going to walk into work and be like, is there anything like crazy happening? No, it's just going to feel like a weird week. It's just going to be like, that's weird. No, it's not about you. I think that you're doing a good job of flying under the radar, actually. But I think it has to do with this guy. Maybe he's doing some shady behavior, or he's playing games or trying to like sabotage people. I don't think any of it has to do particularly with you. I think that you're doing a great job here. You're showing up. You're doing what needs to be done. But yeah, I would just avoid this guy if you can. But overall, everything's fine. This is honestly just drama. You're going to walk into work. The vibe feels different. You're going to be like something. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Things are very quiet and calm. And people are going to be like more whispering to each other than normal. And you're just going to hear about more drama. And I think it's in regard. That was the first thing they showed me, was this guy walking down the hallway and just thinking he was like hot stuff. Spirit, what other information can I give Philomena? But yeah, nothing that's really going to impact you. Things are just really petty and dramatic right now in the world at large, honestly. And I think you're seeing this play out in the workplace. We have Mars in the 10th house with Sag. Yeah. The good news is that I feel like the week is going to go by pretty quickly, which is, you know, despite Mars going into Cancer and things feeling kind of slow. You know, with Ace of Wands and the Fool, like you're going to get through it. Things are fine, but you're going to be reflecting and you're going to be like, why? I do want to have a virtual baby shower for her. Yeah, you're just going to be asking yourself, like, why does the vibe feel so totally weird? This is a monthly reading. Yes, because I feel like now until the eclipse. To be clear, yes. Now until the eclipse, things are going to feel a little bit like, I know I focused on the week, but I would say overall, yeah, like the vibe is going to be different. This guy might even get into some type of trouble, or something about him might be exposed. I mean, look what's happening in the news, like P. Diddy. Some of that stuff's going to happen right in front of our own eyes in our own little worlds that we live in. So I wouldn't be surprised if something came out about this guy this month or within the next month, because we're in eclipse season. So interesting information coming out here. Philomena, I will leave that with you and Spirit's blessing. But yeah, just to reiterate for the month ahead, yeah, just keep your eyes and ears open. Be aware of your surroundings and make sure you get all of the information before you like make any decisions. Okay. Up next, I have Michelle. Also, virtual baby shower for our Jessica, if you want to send her and her little baby a little thing. A girl got caught sleeping with an, oh my, girl. No. Listen. This is why I love what I do. Look at this. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this tea. All right, we're in an hour. I'm going to do last call for donations. Michelle. I got Michelle and Kay up next. Channel message from my guys about the next couple months, please. Yes, I want to use a fun deck for you. let's use this. I really am loving this pastel journey tarot. Okay, I kind of want to use my vampire tarot for you. Uno momento. Oosh. Just kidding. Ow. How baby Augie. Okay, look how cute he is. You can't see his little brain. He just all snuggled up. Okay. He was actually on here when I started, and I had to remove him. But he's like, I'm still giving you enough room to do what you need to do. It's fine. Okay. Okay. We're starting to wrap it up. All right. We got Michelle. We got Kay. I'm so sorry to wake you up. It's getting hot in here. Let me turn my... It's getting hot in here. My fan up. I'm getting sun. I want to take my clothes off. Thanks for humoring me. I've been sitting for an hour. Sometimes I just gotta get up. Okay. Philomena. That's insane. That's also like, ugh, so nasty. All right, Michelle, thanks for your patience, guys. I'm just trying to get refocused here after that information. Thank you. Augie, you gonna help me do this reading? Okay. Oh, God, that's insane. Okay, Spirit, let's get into Michelle's reading. I'm going to pretend I'm spraying lavender for you, but I don't want to spray Augie, so we're just going to roll with it. We're taking a different I feel like I don't really exactly know who I have here. It could be grandmother on your mother's side or an ancestor on your mother's side, and they're coming forward and basically telling me that you are very hard on yourself. And they just want to be able to see you relax. I don't know if you were close with this person. And I don't know that necessarily matters unless that resonates and you want me to dig into that energy a little deeper. But that was interesting. I feel like there's an energy. Yes, the grandmother on your mother's side. Okay, thank you so much. She's almost like floating, very peaceful. I mean, she's on the other side, so I feel like that's generic, but I want to see if there was anything else. Let me see if she will come back here. Yeah, I feel like she's a very rational, and so, okay. I feel like this is someone who definitely I feel like this is a smart woman and someone who kept their wits about them even when they were older. I also feel that she was a little bit sassy, but not everybody knew that. Only the people like really close to her. Like she may have looked very buttoned up like in the community on the outside, but at home, like some of you got to know a special side of her. Or that special side of her. Okay. But she basically is she's bringing forth this message that you're feeling I don't know if you're holding tension in your back and your body, but it's almost like you just feel very, very restricted, very exhausted. Are you able to take some time off of like work or something? Because I feel like you need a day to just like go for a walk or like go to the spa and just like breathe. I also feel like you may just be some of this pressure you might be putting on yourself. There is no timeline for your life. Your back is so tight, you're going to a chiropractor. Yeah. So I also want you to know that I don't know if that resonates for you, but she is a protector. She's always with you, just so you know. But that was really cool. I wasn't expecting that to come through, but let's see what our message is. So she's definitely a guide for you, clearly coming through in this reading. Thanks, Virgo. Last call for donations, guys. We're ending soon. Very, very cool. Thank you so much for coming through. Okay, what else do we have for you? We have the Emperor. So what information does Michelle need to know about the next few months, Spirit? What's coming through? Wow, 10 of Cups, Emperor, 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Okay, here's what I'm getting. I think that there was something that you really wanted. I'm also getting, and I know I've talked about this in other, I've been talking about this, but I haven't brought it up in a while. There is no timeline for something to be done in your life. I don't know if you feel like you're behind on something or if you're being really hard on yourself about something. And I also feel like there was something that you really, really thought you wanted and it didn't work out for you. I'm going to take this down so you can see these cards. There was something that you really wanted and you thought this is the perfect thing for me. I want this, blah, blah, blah. And for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And there was a lot of defeat here. I also feel like you've kind of felt, whether you've been depressed or like down on your luck lately, but I think you're going to realize that your physical and mental health is more important than anything. And whatever these feelings that you're having, or if something's being projected on you, it's a bunch of bullshit. Okay. And I think that through the next couple of months, you are going to start, I feel like you are at war with yourself in your own mind or in your own body. And I think you are going to give up the ghost, and you're going to put yourself and your health front and center. And I know you may say, I'm already doing that. That's fine. That's great. But there's something that you are still fighting with in your mind of what you think your perfect life, like if I had just this, and this, 1, 2, 3, if I had this, and this, if I had the man, the house, the car, whatever these things, right, we think is going to make our, no. And I think that you're realizing that going your own way, meaning living life on your terms and not this fantasy life or whatever. And also, like, some of these things that have happened to you were like, they were out of your control. This was for your own good and learning and development. And I see a lot of these things clicking, and I feel like you're letting go of a lot of this shit within your own mind that you are fighting yourself with. And you know what's so interesting? This isn't you versus somebody else. This is you versus yourself. Thanks, Shay. There are going to be triggers that come up during this Mars retrograde, and there is a lot of healing, and there's some things that you're going to have to confront so that you can get to the real root of what is the problem here. I do feel like your finances, I feel like you're looking at finances in a way where you're trying to get finances in order, which is a good place, which I think would be a good way to ground yourself through all of this. But something you are going to realize, or you're going to get information that something, whatever you wanted that you didn't get, was a blessing in disguise. And that now you are, and I've been saying this in my last several readings, you are now a free agent, and you're not going to be bound by any of these things that you thought you wanted, because they would have actually brought more harm to you than good. Let me know if you need more clarity or clarification on this, because I know this is like kind of very intense, or if this even resonates for you. What does this say? Yeah, she says, I'm leaving. Maybe you decide to abandon something. Or you're like, I'm giving up the ghost. This isn't even worth it anymore. And I'm taking my peace back. I'm walking away. This could be you walking away from a person or friends or something that is no longer filling you up. And what I think, there was a time where maybe you thought certain things were fulfilling you, and then you effed around and found out that in this season of life, it's no longer fulfilling to you, that you value other things more, okay? We have 12th house. Yeah. It's okay. Your energy will return at the right time, but I think some of this is more of a emotional and mental journey than necessarily a physical one. Honestly. And maybe, so let me talk about how that can play out here, right? So with the Emperor here, this can represent your boss or your workplace. And maybe you thought if they were just this way, then everything would be better. But maybe you start to adjust how you're looking at your job or how you're looking at your boss. And that helps you get through it just a little bit easier here. So what did I even have here? Uranus, Aquarius in the 12th house. I also feel like I think it's important to be in contact with your friends right now. Your friends may be a support system for you that's a little bit surprising, that kind of comes out of the woodwork. You may be surprised at who you may reconnect with friends-wise, or the type of sisterhood or support that you may have in the next few months, actually. So you're focusing on your finances, and you're having some big realizations, lots of healing emotionally and mentally going on. And I think, yeah, some of this is a perspective shift, Spirit. What else do we have for Michelle in the next few months? You can show up to work, do what you need to do, and drown out everything else. The Four of Swords is focusing on your own healing. And if you're not ready to go and you don't have the energy to do it, wait. Your energy is going to come back. Just wait. You don't need to do it right now. The job market's also really rough right now. We have fertility. We have justice. We have animals here. So justice, I feel like maybe you have a friend that has animals, or maybe you like animals. I don't know. But I do feel like money is actually going to be looking pretty good here with that King of Pentacles fertility here. But I think this is about, Lady Justice is a Libra. It rules the air energy, that mental energy. This is about balancing the scales in your mind so that you're not getting to a place, or maybe you need to have some type of mantra or something to like recenter you, that like when you're pissed off or you want to leave, like, I need my insurance. I just need my paycheck. I'm just here for a paycheck, right? And then you can just kind of drown out the noise, focus on yourself, your health, do what you need to do, and leave it at the door, right? I mean, a lot of jobs are just means to an end, right? Like, we just got to pay our bills. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody is going to love, you know what I mean, what they do. And that's okay. This is what you got to do for now. Kay is up next. Go ahead and post. Then we have Virgo and Shay. Readings are now closed. We are now closed. Thank you so much. Thumbs up, guys, for Newbie for keeping the list going. Spirit, what else do I have for Michelle? Be bold and make the first move. A time for healing. A new start is coming for you. And when I see this, be bold and make the first move, I almost feel like this is a mental perspective shift to the best for your own self-preservation. What can you do in your own mind to make your situation better for you, since you can't really go? And this is going to sound funny, but it's like maybe you mentally, emotionally check out. You show up, do what you need to do, but emotionally, you just check out of it. We're taking a brief intermission, and I will be right back. I've been online for an hour and 18 minutes, and I need to stand up. Thank you guys for your patience with me. Kay is up next, and we'll resume with your reading. Kate, let me know if you wanted the Big Kahuna or if you wanted multiple readings. Let me know what you were trying to get into today. And I'll be right back. All right, Kay, let's get into it. Boo. Augustus, do we have room to do this reading? You want the big kahuna? Let's do it. Actually, I'm not going to do a big kahuna with... This is not a big kahuna deck. It is not. But this is... Actually, I'm going to let you choose. Do you want a traditional tarot or do you want the light seers? You really love the cat. Thank you. This is Augustus. I have 3. He's my baby. He is going to be, he'll be 6 months old on the 3rd, right? So yeah, he's just my little baby. He's an Aries, and then I have 2 Tauruses, but they're sleeping. No surprises there. Let me know what deck you want, girl. He's my magic kitty. So he comes to me. Ember likes to sit up here too. She's on my bed. And Willow, he's like me. He doesn't like to be on camera. He's under my bed. But yeah, I have my trifecta of my little kittens. But yeah, he loves to do magic. He's a good boy. Yeah, come back. You'll see more cats and more videos. He's like, why do I have to choose a tarot deck? So you want to know, will taking a break from JC be beneficial for our relationship? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I know. This is one of the strangest tarot experience you're going to find on YouTube. I just let my freak flag fly. If you don't want to pick, I'm just going to use... I'll just use light seers. All right. All right, let's get into it, girl. Maybe there's a lag. Anyway, welcome in. Make sure you like, and you said you pick. I already did. Sounds good. All right, Augustus is going to, hopefully I can get all these cards out. One more. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Welcome in, guys. Will taking a break from JC be beneficial for our relationship? Spirit, show me what's going on here. I feel like you guys are at a distance, but it's even more so like there's some type of disconnect. You guys aren't on the same page. Spirit, show me, I want to see if I get it. Hold on. Let me sit in this 1 second here. I'm just going to say what's coming up now. So I don't know if there's like temptation, or if someone else is wondering if they should consider other people or offers in the meantime, which is very interesting. You said it's long distance too. I think I remember that, but I'm feeling like there's a mental disconnect. And I don't know if one of you is wondering, like, should I give other people a chance in the meantime, is kind of what's coming up here. Okay. All right, Augie, let's do this reading. The Queen of Wands, the Fool. And we have the Page of Cups. I feel, listen, okay? I'm going to build on this, but you know how I do my readings here. I feel like you are a Queen of Wands. I don't care what sign you are. I feel like you're very attractive. I feel like you get attention. I feel like you turn heads, and maybe you're like, I don't know, but no, seriously. I feel like you said, I have other people interested in me. Yes. And I feel like you're curious. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think you should let the best man win. Okay, I know I'm kind of kidding, but let's see what else is going on here. Honestly, because it's like, here's what I don't, when I was shuffling this, or when I was pulling these cards, I also felt this energy of, look how this wand, that's kind of interesting how that kind of plays right into that. I'm also, they both are holding a wand, which is kind of cool. I'm also, I was, and I don't know if this is how you're feeling in your mind, which I don't know if this is what I picked up on, is that you were like, I don't want to waste these prime years of my life. And I don't think you want to have any regrets and look back and be like, I wasted my time on this guy. And in that regard, maybe it would be beneficial for you to open things up, especially if you feel like your needs are not being met or that you are curious. Because I have a theory, which I'm a crazy cat lady on the internet, entertainment purposes only, but I have a theory that if you are, well, there's three options maybe. Number one, if the person you're with isn't doing it for you, that's kind of why you want to look, right? Or maybe you're someone who needs to have a lot of partners. I know people who are like this. I know people who there's a lot of people out there, and I'm not projecting this on you. I'm just saying in general, I know people that not one person can satisfy what they are looking for. And there's nothing wrong with casting a wider net. You said, I don't want to look. I don't think that you need to look. That's what I'm telling you. You may have people trying to knock down your door, girl. I think if you walk into Whole Foods, you're going to get like 3 numbers. That's what I'm saying to you. I don't think you have to go look. But what I'm saying is, I don't want you to feel like you wasted your prime years on a situation that may not be working for you. We have the Star and we have the High Priestess. I think there may be times where you feel a little bit neglected in the current connection that you're in. With the Star and the High Priestess is like, I feel like she looks like Ellie Goulding. But I know that's weird. I feel like you may not be getting the type of either communication or affection or attention, and a lot of that is due to it being long distance. But I think that I think maybe it is even subconscious, but I feel like you don't want to look back on this as time wasted. You said facts. Because if there's dudes trying to holler at you that would be up your you-know-what, giving you the attention that you want, like it's because you're like in my mind, it's not that hard, right? You said yes. We're going through something right now. But I do feel like it's worth it. Okay. Well, let's see what else is going on here. We gotta make space where we can. Justice. And so here's and I'm actually gonna bring in information I have about a dear friend of mine. Okay? All right. Another challenge is there's something about the timeline of when you will be able to be with this person. And I feel like you want to keep moving and you're waiting for things to even out, but you feel very alone, even though you're in a relationship. And so there's moments where you feel really alone and you feel like in some ways you're like, do you know how easy it is? And I'm not saying that, I don't think there's anything wrong with the person that you're in the relationship with. I'm just saying, I think there's a lot of what ifs around you, because I think it is easy for you to find a significant other or to get male attention. But I think that you realize that it's going to be a long time before you guys get to have this life together. 7 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands, like there is a possibility this can actually happen. However, it's going to take a really long time. And are you guys patient enough to get there? So your question is, will taking a break be beneficial for our relationship? I guess my question to you is, what's the point of the break? Because you're either going to work through it or not. And so whether you, my whole thing on this is, you guys are either going to work it out. If you guys are either going to work it out or you're not. And I feel like taking a break from it is only delaying the inevitable here. Giving each other space, you guys are giving each other a lot of space in a long distance connection to begin with. I think it would be more beneficial for you guys to try to work through whatever issues that you have now, so that when you come together, some of those issues are resolved. And if some of those issues are you feeling like you're alone, then maybe, reconnecting when you guys can physically get together, maybe you talk about that as a solution. Giving space is what I meant. Yeah. So if that's what you're asking, I feel like that could be an option here. You could just explain to them, like, as a woman, like, I feel very alone. I want to spend time with you. I'm a, quality time type of person. And I have this boyfriend, but here I am all the time with this thing. So here's what I'll tell you. I have a dear friend of mine, shout out girl. And she is in a long distance relationship, which I don't know if I could ever do anything like that. I'm talking continents away, okay? And they do it. They make it work. They travel overseas. They do the damn thing. FaceTime every day, the whole bit. It is possible. It is possible. But it's all about, what are you guys willing to give and what are you guys willing to work through? My recommendation would be, I would say, I think taking a break from, in my opinion, in these cards, my opinion is taking a break from this relationship and giving each other space is only going to delay the inevitable. I think that you guys need to chariot justice, tackle, and figure out the elephant in the room. And some of this involves studying each other. The Page of Swords is a student. You guys need to understand each other backwards, forwards, in and out, all of that stuff, and be willing to sacrifice and give and take. Do you see this reciprocal energy here? And so I also think that you can't be afraid to tell him that there are times where you do feel like you are all alone here. Let me see what else I have here. And I think that maybe if the problem is that you guys physically can't be together for a while, maybe part of the solution is that you can reconnect. Oh my God, I think these are stuck in here. Oh, no, they're not. When you're in a time and space where you can be together, could be a possible outcome here, but you have to talk about that. You guys have to actually go there. So yeah, I'm in favor of you guys trying to work it out rather than taking a break from each other. I mean, what more space do you guys already need? You said he'll be here next week. Do you want him to come? Or maybe that'll give you guys time to like talk through all of this. Yeah, 5th house, Pisces, and Uranus. Yeah, you're like, I don't get to go on dates. I don't get to have fun. I don't get to feel blissful. You said facts. I think you want more of that boyfriend, girlfriend experience, but you're only able to really experience that, through the phone right now. And people do make it work. It's not for everybody, but people do make it work. I've seen it. I'm shocked I've seen it. I've advised people not to do it, and then I've seen it in front of me. Thank you, Spirit. But yeah, I think you want to have the date nights. You want the passion. You want fun. And I think some of that is lost in translation. I think that you're someone who is, I feel like you're a very beautiful and free spirit, and I do think that you want to be adored by your partner, which is not a bad thing, but you don't really get to experience that in the way that you want. But there may be dudes lining up trying to give you that experience, and you have to reject them because you have this boyfriend that you physically can't be around. That's part of the problem here. So he may need to pack up his shit and move in with you. A year and 5 months now. Good Lord. Tree of life. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Yeah. If you want this, come here. We have lineage, tree of life. Your ancestors are with you trying to help you work through this thing. Okay. Let me see what else I have. I'm going to pull from... Ooh, I'll do my Lenormand. I'll do a little Lenormand spread for you too. Welcome in, guys. Up next is Virgo, and then I have Shay. We have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic chemistry. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. True love. I do think that there's real love here. And I think that you guys have a strong bond. And I think I don't think if this is the right person for you, having that conversation, I don't think that you're going to scare them away. I think it's very... So in 1 year, you'll move in together. I know, yeah, I think we talked about that a little bit. But I feel like you're struggling right now. We have, let me see what else is going on here. Is he worried about other men trying to swoop in? Because I feel like you should. I would love for you guys, this sounds horrible. I would love for you guys to like go out and him see the dudes like turn their heads to look at you when you guys go out. And or maybe he does when you guys go out and about. And I honestly feel like that might make him nervous. I feel like his communication is going to pick up, but I also feel like in the back of your mind, you're like, should we just have a break right now? Should we just have a break right now? Like, again, what do you want to achieve? You need to ask yourself, what is the break going to achieve? If it's avoiding this conversation, maybe not a good idea. He already sees that. Yeah. So yeah, he should be trying to freaking move in on that. He already sees that. I'm dying. Okay, let's look at the shadow side here. We have memories, we have masking, we have numbing, we have a twin flame here, which I kind of want to remove from this deck. Here's what I'll say. There's no obligation. Like, twin flame for me represents a little bit of toxicity. And we also have opium here. So I just want to make sure that that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're masking how you're really feeling here, and when I say deception, I don't mean he's out there cheating. What I mean is, like, you guys got to get really real with each other. And if you're afraid that you're going to scare the other one off because of how you really feel, you guys got to be able to have those conversations. And that's what the masking might be. It's like, oh no, everything's fine. Meanwhile, you walk into Target and these guys are drooling over you. I'm going to pull some more. Let me know if you have any other specific questions. Yeah, I don't believe in twin flames either. Which is probably why you come back here for readings, because I'm not one of those crazy people in a cult. I'm crazy, but I'm not in a cult. Huh, baby. I'm only the cult leader of cats in a cult that I created myself. Six of Swords Tarot and Persian Cattery. Let me know if you have any other specific questions for me. Shay says same. I'm going to pull some advice for you, Boo, on this whole thing. I'm going to pull from a couple different ones. Contentment. You can only learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I am right here resting in spirit. Yes, I need advice. How is he feeling about the connection? Give me 1 second. This is a big kahuna, guys, so it's a little bit of a longer reading than I normally do. Remember who you are. Return to the roots. And I felt those ancestors coming in too. Mystery, secrets, and hidden meanings. We have healing. Allow light to enter your wounds. I'm going to reshuffle here. How does he feel about the connection right now, Spirit? How does he feel about the connection? He is also holding back. And that's funny because we got these two. I think he's attracted to you. He is, yeah, I don't think he's happy though either. Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is like, this isn't ideal, but like, I'm getting through it. He's thinking that in the future, like, this could pay off. He's attracted to you, but I don't think that he's giving you his all, and I don't know that he's giving you his best. That's just entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to be a jerk over here or like upset anybody in my readings, but I feel like he could be giving more to this. And I think that's why you came out with that hermit energy, because it's like, I feel like there are times where you feel alone. I think you need to be very direct and try to have a conversation. That's my advice to you. I don't know if you work with ancestors or any kind of magic or anything like that, but I think you could call on them to help you through that as well. But hi, Augie. You're very beautiful. All right, who's my next victim? Virgo, go ahead and post, and then Shay. And then we are out of here. Thank you so much. I hope that was helpful to you. All right, Virgo, you can go ahead and post. Let me actually check my thingy here. Oh, I see you. Virgo. Virgo. All right, I have your question here. What's coming for Virgo in October? And then Shay, you can post your question. Virgo, if you're not here, you can watch the playback. All right, Virgo wants to know. Hi, baby Algie. You're a very beautiful being. What's coming for you in October? Hi, puppy. You're a very good one. You're a very good one. What's coming towards Virgo in the month of October? Spirit, show me. Queen of Swords. Decisions. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my goodness. I feel like you're kicking ass taking names in the month of October. You are not putting up with anybody's BS. You are not putting up with anybody's BS in October. I feel like eclipse season, again, will be very revealing. And I think you're going to see the true colors of people. Queen of Swords and Judgment. You're finally able to make some decisions about things. I think that there was like tidbits of information. Some of this could have been romantically involved too. So maybe if you were like interested in someone, or you were talking to multiple people, I think you're going to figure out like what direction you're going to go and what direction you're not going to go in. And you may decide to move in a different direction or walk away from a guy in particular. And the funny thing is you're actually going to come off as a really cold, hard, you know what? But I do feel like you are hurt and feeling emotional on the inside, but you are not going to show it. I also feel this is like an act of protection, maturity, and strength by you kind of preserving yourself through this decision. I also feel like you're planning for the future and you're like, I don't want any more heartache. I'm no longer going to entertain people who aren't showing up correctly. And that can go for anybody in your life, including, friends, lovers, coworkers, whoever. You're like, you know what? I know I can see the signs a mile away now. I'm not signing up for this BS anymore. I feel like you are healing. You're focusing on your spirituality and your own joy. I think you're going to carve out time for yourself to focus on the things that you really want to do and what makes you happy, because I think some of the people that you were surrounding yourself with before were only leading you to like just disappointment and honestly like borderline chaos. We have the 10 of Swords. You're like, ain't nobody got time for this anymore. I'm done. 2 of Cups. I am only going to connect with people who are loyal, kind, and very serious. I feel like moving forward, you could connect to a Leo or a Taurus. Someone who is more mature, someone who's wise, and someone who comes correctly, like from the jump and the beginning of the connection. I didn't mean for this to kind of turn into a romance reading. But I feel like that is beyond October. I just want to pull one. Calling in your soulmate. Your soulmate is not going to be like one of these people that you were dealing with, okay? This is going to be someone who's serious, mature. And I will say about Leo and Taurus, I don't care how you feel about either of those signs, as a fixed sign myself. Shay, yes, you can. Go right ahead. Yes, you can, Shay. As a fixed sign, I gave this speech last night. It was really funny. A fixed sign will tell you yes or no. A fixed sign isn't going to blow smoke and isn't going to, I mean, maybe not all, but that's what I like about this, because this is someone who is more serious and is a straight shooter, and at least you know where you stand. You're not like wondering or guessing. And I appreciate that about, shout out to my fixed sign. We have take the lead. Yeah. I feel like you're making decisions. You might be moving away from someone or something. Bring your ideas to life. Yeah. You're doing what you want for you that feels good. You may have been in a season where you were like, I feel like you were keeping yourself in a box, or you were playing small and you were holding back, like waiting on someone else or something else. And it's like, no, I'm going to live out loud now. This is all I have. Like right now is, the present time is all we have, right? Synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. I feel like you are the one who is giving, and now someone who is more serious is going to come in. I do feel like that's beyond October, but this is what you're manifesting, and these are the realizations that you're having, okay? We also have waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. I think something really cool is going to happen, that maybe it's a new work opportunity or a project or even a hobby that you are really passionate about, and you're like, I'm just going to go all in with this and enjoy your life. Because you don't need to put your life on hold for anybody or anything. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Up next, we have Shay, and then I'm out of here. I gotta go fix my hair. Thank you so much, Shay. All right. So give me 1 second. Yeah, some of my people know once I hit 2 hours, I'm pretty much toasted. So, but I have juice for one more. All right, Shay wants a big kahuna on the connection with the Leo. Let's do it. We're going to use, damn it, I didn't have the right question to use. I'm very picky about my vampire deck. Newbie's like, girl, I know what happens. You know what I want to use? No, I don't want to use. This is a cool deck, but it's dark. I need something. Ooh, I know what I'm going to use. You know what is highly underrated and one of my favorite decks is the freaking Edgar Allan Poe. I feel like even though it's weird and creepy, it's universal. It has RWS imagery, and it's so easy to read with. And I could literally do any kind of reading with this deck. So that's what we're going to do. And I feel like the nature of the question, it's just going to be a win-win. And I'm going to have to put some of the cards on Augie because, you know, it's just the way it's going to be today. All right. Are me and the Leo going to speak again? Or is this cycle over? Let me know. Let's do it. I appreciate you. Let's do it. All right, Spirit, let's get into the energy of Shay's reading. Sorry, baby Augie. You're a good boy. All right. Are you in the Leo going to speak again? Are you in the Leo? Spirit, show me the energy between Shay and the Leo. Two of Pentacles. Everything always seems up in the air. Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. You know what? Wheel of Fortune. This connection has always felt really hard to pin down. There's never really felt like things never really felt like they were stable to begin with. We have death here. So I think part of this is, and I know, I don't know, I often have themes in my readings, okay? And I feel like you are going to come to a place in this connection where you realize that you need to reclaim some of your power, because I feel like you may have been giving it away. Where you're just waiting on them and waiting on them and waiting on them. And it's like, Shay, boo-boo, you got to live your life. Do you know what I mean? Because it just very similar to the message I just gave to Virgo. I don't like if you are holding your breath or you are putting your life on hold in any way, shape, or form for this person, don't. Number one. But things are shifting and moving. We have 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. I don't know if this is a love bombing situation where it's like they shine their light on you and then they disappear. And then they shine their light on you, right? That Leo shining their light on you and then they disappear. This person could also be playing games, lots of fixed sign energy. You're not waiting, you just wanted to talk. Have you reached out to them? Maybe I don't understand. We have Emperor and the Devil. Temperance, 9 of Cups, Page of Swords, 8 of Cups, the Fool. You said, I'm not going to reach out. And we have the Queen of Swords. All right, here's what I see. If you did reach out to them, I think they would respond, but I don't know that it's so. In general, I think this cycle is on its way out. I think this cycle is on its way out. We end with death here. We also have the 8 of Cups here, okay? In the hidden energy, we have the Emperor and the Devil. And it talks about someone is holding all the cards and someone else is manipulating it. I'm just a crazy cat lady on the internet, entertainment purposes only. I could be totally wrong. But I kind of feel like someone was playing games here. And even, I don't know if this was platonic or not. I don't know. But yeah, the 9 of Cups, I think there was a time where things were really hopeful and happy and light. And then things got very like wishy-washy and back and forth, and things like switched up. But yeah, we have the Death and the 8 of Cups. So I think it's possible that you could speak maybe like one more time, maybe even over text, but the connection as a whole, I do believe, is on its way out. You didn't get into a relationship. Got it. Let me see what else is going on within this connection. So it's possible you could have another exchange of words, but I don't see this. I don't think this is your person, and I don't think this is really going to go anywhere. I feel like it would be a very, even if it was like just like a new thing that like popped up, I just feel like you guys are moving in different directions. Heart-to-heart conversation. You deserve love and chemistry. So maybe it was new, right? And this heart-to-heart conversation, maybe you guys had a conversation where you thought, wow, maybe this person is special. And, you know, like I just wanted to talk. But or is this cycle over? So if that's what you mean, I don't know if what you mean by is this cycle over. So to answer that question, I feel like the cycle is on its way out. The cycle is about to be over. I feel like the cycle is about to be over, is what I'm trying to say. Spirit, what other information can I give about this connection? I think they could be talking to other people, which is fine, right? Like, especially if you guys are just like dating or chatting. I think they're talking to other people and they may move in a different direction. They may choose to move in a different direction. Let me give you some other messages here. I do feel like there also is this energy of like, it's really not that hard to have a conversation. That I don't know why this, and maybe I'm just a man hater, or hating this person regardless of their gender, not hating them, but there's something, I just feel like it's not, I don't feel like they're giving you, I don't think this person is really giving you what they could have. I don't think this person was really fair with you. The vibration is love is all around you. So even if it didn't work out with this person, I do think that you will connect with somebody else. The illumination of your deepest secret self. So I want you to reflect about how this has impacted you and what you've learned about yourself. I love this freaking deck. You deserve to achieve your innermost desires. So there could be something about self-worth coming up. She kind of looks like Beyonce. Bringing the divine masculine and feminine energies into balance. No, I just mean like, maybe not. I mean like in the future. Okay. Maybe I didn't understand your question. I apologize. Awaken all your senses. Slow down and become aware of them. You cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. Live playfully and with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. Yeah. No, it's okay. I still want to deliver. Like, let me know if you have specific questions and I can clarify stuff for you. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I think this cycle of communicating with this person is on this way out. I really don't see a future connection or conversations happening with this person, just to be clear. And I think that, I do think that there will be romance for you in the future, just not with this person. I don't think so. And if you do, it will be a very quick, with that page, I think it would be very quick and very almost surface level, just like, hey, how's it going? And that's it. And it goes absolutely nowhere. Aries, third house, Mars. And you're like, man, it would be just so easy to communicate, but it's just not happening. And I think it's because they're involved. So you said, why wouldn't we? Because I think that they're involved with somebody else. And I don't think that they're giving this attention right now. I don't think that this is their priority right now. I think that they are concerned with somebody else here. Let me get some general messages for you. And let me know if you have any other questions. And we'll keep building. I just want to clean this up really quick. Yeah, things are changing. Yeah, things are changing and things are on their way out. It's just, I think the life cycle of this connection is kind of, this cycle is over. I think they're involved with somebody else. Let me know if there's anything else. I'm going to clarify, or I'm going to add on to your reading with some more oracle. And yeah. Learn from the past. Think on your feet. Spirit has a plan. This and that are true. Love is all around. And the other thing I'll say is, I don't know, but so love is all around. Like, men, the whole saying, if he wanted to, he would. If he wanted to show up, if he wanted to do all of, whatever, he may have told you one thing and done another. I don't know. That's the way that it goes sometimes, right? But I also think that I just don't think he was very fair with you. You're so welcome. Yeah, I just don't think he was really fair with you. And I don't really know, the more you get to know this person, the way that they move, I mean, they could be a player. They could be a manipulator. Who knows? And I saw that with that devil energy. I don't know that you got to know this person to see those true colors, or if you even would have wanted to hitch your way. This could be the biggest blessing for you in disguise, Shay. Honestly, you may be being protected by this whole situation. So I will leave that with you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.